Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we'll provide you a demo on how to prevent our application from cross-site scripting attack using action attribute. In previous video, we saw the prevention of application from cross-site scripting attack using middleware. I would encourage you to please watch my previous video related to cross-site scripting attack. So let's start. For this demo, I have created an application in .NET. This is the home page of the application. As you see, this is a form accepting two inputs. One is username and others is user's email. And we have a submit button which sends this information to server. Let me enter the username as Johnson and its email ID and click on submit. You see, it shows message as user created. This is a dummy application. We will see the code for this. Let me navigate to Visual Studio. So this is the Visual Studio. Let me pause the application. Let me explain you the code. This is the home controller where we have an action method with a name submit form and of type HTTP post. It accepting an argument of type user. This function checking the user object. If it is not null, it checks the model state, and if it is valid, then it shows a message on user screen that user is created. Let me navigate to Solution Explorer. This is a home controller, and below you see a user property class which used as object in our home controller. It is having two properties. Both are required field. One is username and other is email address. This is an index page which shows a UI to end user. Same we have seen previously in our video. Let me run the application again. Now this time I am entering malicious script in the user control and entering a user email. Click on submit. You see, still it's showing the message user created, which is wrong behavior. It should restrict end user to enter malicious code or throw an error. To achieve this behavior, we have to modify our code. Let me navigate to Visual Studio and we'll do the required modifications. Let me come back once the changes are done. So now the code changes are done. As we are trying to prevent the cross-site scripting attack using action attribute, hence I have created here an action attribute under a common folder. The name of our action attribute is sanitized input attribute, and it is using action filter attribute as a base class. As you know, action filter attribute will execute before every function where it is used. Hence, we will add code here to sanitize the inputs. So this function takes the action executing context as a parameter, and from this context object we are extracting the list of properties. At our UI we have two properties. One is username and other is user email. Though user email doesn't require this check as it is already checking the valid email ID. Hence we have only one property left, which is username, and here at line number 21 we are checking the tag symbol. If it is exist, then it will throw an error, invalid input. Now we have to use sanitize input in our home controller. For this, let me copy the sanitize input. So I am copying the sanitize input. Let me navigate to home controller. And here we have action result. Below HTTP post, let me paste that sanitize input. As I have used sanitize input here, it will call our action method what we have created here. Let me run this application. We'll come back once the application is loaded. Now the application is loaded. Let me enter some correct username here, Johnson, and email address. Let me submit. You see, user is created now. Let me inject some malicious code here and enter the user email. Click on submit. Here you see an error is occurred with an invalid input. In this way you can handle cross-site scripting attack using action filter attribute. I hope the topic is clear to you. With this we end our video here. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.